Welcome to time-tested advice, where ancient philosophy meets the modern world. Some women don't need to speak loudly or draw attention to themselves. When they walk into a room, the entire energy shifts. These women are special. They're not loud, flashy, or trying to steal the spotlight. Yet everyone feels their presence. These are Sigma females. What makes them different isn't how they look, it's how they carry themselves. They move with intention. They walk, stand, and enter a space in a way that makes people stop and notice. And they don't have to say a word for others to wonder, who is she? This isn't about pretending to be confident or copying someone else's way of doing things. It's about understanding the quiet signals that many people don't even notice. Body language is the first way we communicate. It speaks before we ever say anything. While most people use it without thinking, Sigma females use it with purpose. That's what makes them stand out. In this video, we'll uncover 13 unique body language tricks that only the most self-aware Sigma women use. These are not your typical tips. These are powerful moves, silent actions that change the mood in a room and earn respect without force. If you learn to use these honestly and wisely, you'll no longer have to try to get noticed. You'll already be seen. So, if you're tired of feeling invisible, overlooked, or misunderstood, this is your sign to rise. Watch closely. Take in every detail. And never forget, your strength doesn't depend on others seeing it. It starts when you start owning it. Let's dive into the 13 body language secrets that Sigma females already know. This may seem odd at first, but how you show your neck can change how people see you. This isn't about looking cute or flirty. It's something much deeper. It comes from an ancient, instinctive place. And when used with purpose, it becomes one of the strongest silent signals a Sigma woman can give. Here's why it matters. Your neck is one of the softest and most delicate parts of your body. It holds your pulse and your throat. Two very sensitive areas. Most people naturally protect their neck without even noticing. They hunch, lower their heads, or turn away when they feel nervous or unsure. But a Sigma female doesn't do that. She keeps her chin up, reveals her neck, holds eye contact, and stays calm. Just by doing that, she tells everyone around her, without a single word, I'm not scared. I'm not hiding. I don't need approval. I belong here. It's bold without being arrogant. It's graceful without being weak. It's soft, yet it holds strength. Think about a time you saw someone enter a room, look around with quiet confidence, tilt their head just a little, and suddenly everyone noticed them. That's the power of showing your neck on purpose. It's how you own space without force, but don't try to fake it. This move only works if it comes from inside, from truly knowing your worth and not needing to prove anything. Use it when you're speaking, when you're listening, or even when you walk into a busy room and say nothing. Let your calm stillness speak for you. Master this, and people will feel your presence the moment you step in. A gentle touch, just one small move, can say something big. I'm in charge here. When a Sigma woman lightly touches someone's arm or shoulder, it's not random. It's not flirty, shy, or done to get approval. It's a quiet but clear action. It's soft, but it holds power. Most people wait for someone else to touch first, or they touch in a way that asks for attention. Not her. A Sigma female makes the first move, just like she makes decisions, on her own terms. What she's really saying with that touch is, I'm confident, I'm calm, and I choose this moment. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it works. The touch is quick, thoughtful, and often unexpected. That's what makes it stand out. It sticks in people's minds. She does this without rushing or acting nervous. Maybe she places her hand on someone's shoulder when speaking, or touches an arm to guide a conversation. These are her ways of saying, "This moment is mine, and so is the energy in it." Sometimes, if someone is being too loud, too aggressive, or trying to dominate the space, one simple touch from her can flip the mood. It's like pressing a reset button without saying anything. What makes it powerful isn't the touch itself. It's that she chose when to do it. That's the difference. Sigma females don't wait for connection. They decide when it happens. Once you learn this, you'll realize one small touch can change everything. One quick blink and a slight tilt of the head. That's all it takes to say a lot without words. This small move is one of the Sigma females' favorite ways to send a message. It's fast and subtle, but very effective when used right. Here's how it works. When someone says something strange, bold, or just plain silly, she doesn't jump into an argument. She doesn't overreact. She simply gives a blink and a small upward tilt of her head. That little move. It speaks louder than words. It might mean, "Really?" or "That's what you're going with?" or even "Try again," all without a single word. Her calm energy makes it even stronger. She's not being rude or sarcastic. She's just using small actions to send big messages. People notice. They feel that pause in the room. They start to question themselves. Was she challenging them? Dismissing them? Both? That's the magic. It creates just a bit of tension, enough to remind others that she sees everything and isn't impressed by fake confidence or empty words. The blink says, "I noticed." The tilt says, "That didn't impress me." Sigma women don't need to brag or prove themselves. Their actions speak for them. And this little move? It's like a private message to herself. "I've got this. Master this look, and you won't need to raise your voice to be heard." She doesn't speak loudly. She's not rude. But when she enters a room, her presence says, "I'm not moving for anyone." When a Sigma female walks into a space, she doesn't try to be small. She lets herself take up space, not in a showy way, but in a calm, firm one. It's not just about standing tall. It's deeper than that. She might put her bag on the chair next to her. She may rest her arm across another seat or place her phone on a table that isn't hers. And somehow it feels completely normal, like she belongs there because she knows she does. Most people are taught to stay small, to keep their things close and not take up room. But not the Sigma woman. She knows that how you hold space tells people how to treat you. By calmly spreading out her things, just a little, she sends a silent message. "I'm not just passing through. I'm here, and I belong." This isn't about being pushy or showing off. It's about being relaxed and sure of herself. That kind of comfort is powerful. People notice when someone isn't asking for permission to exist. It also changes the vibe in the room. If someone's used to taking up all the space and calling the shots, her calm, steady presence challenges that without a word. Next time you walk into a room, don't shrink. Take up your space. Let people feel your presence. The ones who matter will respect it and remember it. She doesn't just stand tall, she stands firm. When she enters a room, her feet are planted with purpose, like she's setting roots. She's not showing off, and she's not trying to prove anything. She simply is. Her body is calm. She doesn't puff up her chest or tense her muscles to look strong. Instead, she holds herself with quiet strength, solid like a fortress. Her shoulders, relaxed but not slouched. Her back, straight but not stiff. Everything about the way she stands says, I'm here, I'm grounded, and I won't change myself to fit in. And people feel it, even if she doesn't say a word. Her body tells a story. I belong here, not because I was invited, but because I chose to be here. It's not pride, it's ownership. Even when she sits down, she doesn't sink into the seat like she wants to disappear. She sits with purpose, back straight, arms resting with ease. She's not apologizing for taking up space. This is why she draws attention without trying. While others try to fake confidence, she lives it. Her posture isn't decoration. It's a silent message. I'm steady. I'm not afraid to be seen. So next time you walk into a space, ask yourself, are you just standing there to be noticed? Or are you standing like you own the ground beneath your feet? With just one small shift, she becomes hard to read, yet you can't stop looking at her. Most people believe that standing straight and balanced is the only way to show confidence. You know the usual pose, feet lined up, shoulders square. But the Sigma woman plays by her own rules. She doesn't follow the crowd. She changes the mood in the room quietly. One of her most subtle, yet bold moves. She shifts her weight onto one hip while talking. It may seem like nothing big, but that simple move sends a strong message. It shows she's at ease. She's not trying to look perfect, but she's also not careless. She's calm, firm, and completely at home in her own skin. That's rare. Most people either try too hard to seem powerful or don't try at all. The Sigma female finds the sweet spot in between. And what makes this even more interesting? You can't quite tell what's coming next. When she stands, slightly tilted, it creates a kind of tension. Is she getting ready to speak more seriously? Is she going to walk away? Is she quietly challenging everyone around her? That little uneven shift changes the energy. It breaks patterns and surprises people. While others aim to appear flawless, she stands just a bit off balance and still looks completely in control. That's not something you can fake. Her posture says, I'm here because I choose to be, but I could leave any time. It shows she's present, but not stuck. That quiet confidence speaks louder than words. Once you try this simple shift yourself, you'll feel the difference. People will feel it too. So, go ahead, tilt slightly, hold your ground, and let your quiet confidence speak for itself. This isn't a gentle offer, it's a quiet command. Most people have been told that showing open hands makes you look honest and safe. It's the go-to move when someone wants to be liked, accepted, or understood. And sure, that works sometimes. But the Sigma female, she's not out here asking to be liked. She's leading, and leaders speak with a different kind of body language. She doesn't flash open palms. Instead, she uses a hands-down gesture. Whether placing her hands on a table, pointing slightly downward, or pressing her palms gently toward the ground, the message is clear. I'm not asking. I'm telling you how it is. This gesture carries weight. It makes her words feel solid. She might be ending a pointless conversation, giving clear instructions, or simply sharing her thoughts. But with this motion, it feels final. It feels grounded. It doesn't ask for permission. People notice, even if they don't know why. It's a sign that she's not speaking just to get approval. She's here to be heard, not judged. That's powerful in a world where so many people soften their voice to fit in. She doesn't shout, and she doesn't plead. She just makes her point, calm, clear, and firm. And suddenly, people pay attention. This kind of control doesn't scream for the spotlight. It earns quiet respect. So next time you speak, notice your hands. Are they asking for space, or are they showing that you already own the moment? Her face stays still. Her eyes hold steady. She hardly blinks. And, just like that, everyone else loses their focus. Most people never stop to think about how often they blink. It's usually about 15 to 20 times a minute, which is normal. But when someone feels nervous or stressed, they tend to blink even more. Not the Sigma woman. She does the opposite. In moments of tension, during tough talks, disagreements, or awkward silences, she blinks less. Not to look robotic, but to stay calm. Her stillness becomes powerful. Her eyes stay locked in. Her expression stays smooth. And that quiet focus, it says everything without her needing to speak. Why is this so effective? Because people connect blinking with nervousness. So when she doesn't blink much, it shows the opposite. She's steady, she's clear, and she's in charge. Most people don't notice it directly, but they feel it. They start to get a little uncomfortable, unsure of how to respond. That little unease, that's her advantage. She's not staring to scare anyone. She's just present, totally focused, not distracted. And that kind of focus makes others blink more, shift around, or doubt themselves. It's a quiet kind of power. While others try to impress with big actions and fast talk, she holds the room with silence and stillness. The way she blinks, slow and controlled, is part of her quiet storm. It's what makes her unforgettable. So next time you're in a serious moment, don't rush to fill the space with words. Try blinking less. Let your calm speak louder than any noise. Her silence isn't awkward, it's powerful. When she doesn't respond, the whole mood changes. Most people are used to reacting quickly in social situations. Someone tells a joke, they laugh even if it's not funny. Someone makes a sarcastic remark, they smile just to avoid tension. It's automatic, polite, and what people usually expect. But the Sigma woman plays by her own rules. One of those rules? Never flinch. If someone makes a sneaky comment, gives a fake compliment, or tries to throw her off with a joke, she doesn't blink. No forced laugh, no nervous smile, no soft looks to ease the moment. She stays still, calm, cool, and in control. That stillness says more than any words could. Most people who poke or tease are trying to get a reaction. They want to see if they can rattle her. But when she stays quiet and unbothered, it puts the pressure back on them. They start to question themselves. Was that too much? Why didn't she react? Her calm presence acts like a mirror, making them reflect on what they just said, without her having to say a thing. Now, this doesn't mean she's cold or emotionless. She can laugh and joke when she chooses to. That's the key. She's not reacting to please others. She decides when and how she responds. And that quiet confidence, it pulls people in. It sets clear limits. It makes others respect her, even if they can't explain why. She doesn't try to dominate the room. She just doesn't give her energy away. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't fake it. She keeps her power by staying steady and aware. Stillness in the middle of a sentence. That's not hesitation. It's power. Most people rush when they talk. They fill silence with, or nervous laughter. They hurry to get their point across, afraid of being cut off or misunderstood. But the Sigma female, she doesn't rush. She pauses, on purpose. And that pause, it hits harder than words ever could. Here's why it works. When she speaks, she owns the pace. She's not afraid of a little silence between her words. That tiny moment of stillness pulls people in. It makes them lean closer, wait for the next word. It shows she's thinking, not just talking to fill the air. She might pause before answering a question, or stop mid-sentence to let her words sink in. And when she does, the room goes quiet, because everyone feels the shift. They know she's not scrambling for approval, she's choosing her message. And that choice, that calm control, it makes her voice carry further than any shout. The deliberate pause says, "I'm not here to entertain, I'm here to be heard." And the best part, it leaves space for others to feel her presence, even in her silence. Try it. Speak slowly. Pause with purpose. Let your words land. Then watch how quickly the noise around you starts to soften. She doesn't just leave a space. She finishes the moment with clarity, and people feel the absence. The Sigma female knows something most don't. How you leave a room is just as powerful as how you enter it. While others slip away quietly or linger awkwardly, she exits with intention. Not with a dramatic goodbye, not with loud declarations, but with presence, purpose, and zero apologies. Here's what it looks like. She gathers her things calmly. She finishes her point with confidence. She nods once, maybe says, "I'm heading out," and walks away with steady steps. No rush, no hesitation, no turning back. And that exit, it stays with people, because she leaves behind a trail of certainty. She knew when to show up, and she knows exactly when to go. No overstaying, no second-guessing. This is a move that resets the energy. It reminds people that her time is valuable and her boundaries are firm. She doesn't vanish, she concludes. That subtle difference. It turns an ordinary exit into a closing statement. The intentional exit says, "I was here. I made my impact. Now I'm gone. And you'll remember it." Here's what really matters. Being present isn't about being loud, dressing flashy, or trying to be the center of attention. It's about moving with purpose. It's about letting your silence, your eyes, your body language do the talking. That's what these 13 body language tools are for. They're not tricks. They're simple but powerful ways to carry yourself. They won't turn you into someone else. They'll just help you become more of who you already are. Because Sigma women don't follow the crowd. They watch, they learn, and they change the energy around them. So if you've ever felt like you didn't fit in, or like people didn't see your quiet strength, good. That means you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shine in your own way. These tools are just the beginning. What really matters is the calm power behind them, the ability to lead without shouting, to be seen without trying, and to take up space just by being real. You don't need to speak first. You don't need to laugh on cue. You don't need to make yourself smaller. You are the presence in the room. Keep sharpening that energy. Notice what others miss. And always remember, real power doesn't make noise. It moves when it's ready. Now that you know what only a few do, don't just enter the room. Change it. Watch the full video and start using your power today.